I want to introduce you to Blue Lotus at a different level than what most people experience. And first, that this plant can transform your life. Secondly, that it's a force magnifier. Like the plant itself is a master teacher, and it can really teach us what devotion is and how devotion unfolds into everything in our life. And three, that it's integrated at the deepest level. So all these things that you think are not part of your path, the ones that are completely irrelevant, or the ones that you don't think are part of your freedom or your growth or your transformation, those are part of your path. Those are relevant. Everything is allowed. And this is why I dedicated myself to this plant and to my practice with this plant. So if you don't know me, my name is Eva Maria. I'm a student of Blue Lotus. I've been living and working in the Amazonian jungle through hundreds of plant medicine journeys. I live in Scandinavia, work with the Nordic nature, and I really are committed to helping people deepen their connection to themselves and to nature around them. I'm also a musician and a psychotherapist. So in this video, I want to open up the doors to this set of concept of what can really happen when you kind of reframe your idea and relationship to yourself, to devotion, and to Blue Lotus. And I believe we all have the power to transform our lives deeply. And we can transform our lives when we really recognize and integrate every single part of us into it. And we can integrate every single part when we recognize the sacredness of every single part. And the way that we can recognize the sacredness is really a deeper devotion to the moment, a deeper devotion to life. And the most potent vehicle that I know for this is Blue Lotus. And not only is this plant an amazing plant to dedicate and devote yourself to, but it also teaches us devotion. I think we would all love to be able to devote ourselves to the things in our life that are the most meaningful, the most potent, the ones that can really transform our lives, and it can be very hard to do so. How do we bring in that care of ourselves and take the time and the structure and the energy and continue to build momentum? And whether that's a dedication to our spiritual journey, or if it's to nature, or if it's to our business or a partnership, like that dedication, when we learn to devote, like when we learn the deep practice of devotion, we can put it into every aspect of our lives. And while there's a plant that can actually teach us to do this, like the nature of Blue Lotus, in my perspective, is devotion. It is devotion in the highest ways and also in the smallest ways. It unlocks this sort of power of devotion through this extremely beautiful, pleasurable, deeply integrated way of relating to ourselves and life, and that is Blue Lotus. So now we talked about devotion with Blue Lotus, but if we talk about the mechanics of this is something that can be learned. When we work with plants and when we build relationship with plants, they can teach us, like we can learn a practice of devotion. Like, how do I get myself to care? How do I get myself to dedicate myself to this? This can be learned, and you can apply it to everything. And I think it's really important, this aspect of integration, that everything we think are not relevant, the course we took when we were 12-year-old, or the narcissistic ex-partner, or whatever it is, it's all part of it. It's all wisdom. And when we integrate all of that, like in how we open our eyes in the morning to how we give somebody a hug, that can all be medicine. That can all be part, and that is all part of this transformation journey. And then I really want to say, you can't do this wrong. There's really no wrong way to do it. I know it can feel very big. Whoa, if it's in everything, how do I do this? Yes, the sacredness is in everything, and that's really what Blue Lotus can teach us. That it's not just about when we're all shanti sitting in a ceremony once in a while. It is about becoming a temple. It is about becoming the sacred in every single moment. Everything leads into the next. And the real trick here is, how do we find that time and energy to dedicate ourselves to building a practice of devotion? How do we bring the structure and the devotion and the time and the silence and the care and the support and the nurturing into building that practice, so it doesn't just flow out? And I don't know about you, but like for me, that's why I built the course in the way that I do with Blue Lotus, because I need structure, I need momentum, I need guidance, I need support around this. I really believe that we all are part of an ecosystem. And it's so good when we can receive from each other and when we can help build each other up. So that's really why I do this. But if you have another way, we all have to find our own personal way. And if you can do it by yourself, great, go out and do it. And I created another video where how do you start doing this by yourself? If you just want to go out tomorrow and start devoting yourself with Blue Lotus, how do you do that? So you can check that video out, and you can also sign up below if you want to hear more about the course I'm doing with Blue Lotus, where we're also, part of it is potential to go to Egypt with us on a devotional journey. Yeah, I wish you a lovely, lovely day. Bye.